Heyo, welcome back to the channel. Internet Anarchist uploaded a new video called The Downfall of Leafy is Here. I'm very curious about this. Leafy is Here was a content creator that was super prominent during 2016. I would even make the argument that Leafy is Here was like the father of like the commentary videos that we know to this day. With, like, the CSGO surf. Like, that was, like, Leafy's groundwork, essentially. And, like, so many people wanted to be like Leafy. You had, like, Pyrocynical, which a lot of people directly compared to Leafy at the time. Speaking of which, I know that fucking, what was it, Parlo or whoever uploaded a video on, like, Pyrocynical or whatever. I know Pyrocynical had his allegations back in 2020. I plan on watching Parlo's video maybe eventually. I don't know, it's on the list. But, yeah, no, Leafy is Here, the controversial downfall of it. It's definitely a topic that I feel like I could be pretty versed in, so yeah, let's jump right into it.
There was a time when Leafy was on the top of YouTube. Millions of viewers waited for his every upload, while memes starting from his channel spread to every corner of the internet.
That's another thing, is like Leafy's audience was extremely... You want to talk about parasocial relationships. Leafy's audience was unbelievably parasocial. Like, this was before parasocial was even coined as a term, but it's, like, it's actually kind of crazy. Like, I'm pretty sure Anissa Jomha, before she married iDubbbz, was a Leafy is Here simp. I'm not even kidding. That's how deep the lore goes.
Fast forward to 2025, however, and you won't find Leafy anywhere. He's been banned from practically every major platform on the planet, and has been simply forgotten by the internet. Though, looking back, it's not hard to see why.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing about Leafy. Like, Leafy just... The problem with his content was that he just said a lot of controversial and provocative shit for attention. Like, he was the, like, rage baiter back then. And the content was bullying, right? That's really what Leafy's content was, is he would take, like, cringe videos from, like, kids online, and he would just, like, shit on them and make fun of them and stuff. And because Leafy's audience was so toxic, they would go over to this video and fucking harass the shit out of them. Even though Leafy says don't harass anyone mentioned in these videos, like, the sad reality is that his fans were so parasocial that they would still go after them and take his videos way too seriously.
Last night I'm chilling with my boy. No big deal, right? We're talking about some of the best content on YouTube, right?
Crazy. Yeah, like I said, Leafy said a lot of really provocative shit for attention.
And in the middle of our discussion, we got...
Also, is my quality good? That's weird. I thought my quality was up. I guess the, quality for Leafy re-uploads is, not there. It's not on Internet Anarchist's end. I think it's just the video that he, Internet Anarchist got it from.
Got in a little bit of an argument on what the best video on YouTube was. I, of course, was showing him one of the most emotional videos on YouTube, and one of the fan favorites. And that video is Keemstar to me.
Incredible. Wow. 2016 and 2015 YouTube was certainly a time of all time.
The content that made him popular was toxic to say the least.
Yeah, no, it was extraordinarily toxic. I think the reason why a lot of... I noticed a lot of people were scared to upload because of Leafy. Like, Leafy could take a video and then, like, make fun of it. It was super fucking toxic. It was actually, like, unbelievable. That is until iDubbbz made the content cop on him. I would say, like, iDubbbz's content cop on him was definitely the most riskiest content cop that iDubbbz has ever done. Like, every other content cop he's made has just been, like, a slam dunk for the most part.
He had no issues punching down on small creators, even the ones suffering from autism and mental illnesses.
Oh yeah, the Tommy NC 2010 situation. Yeah, that one was really disgusting. Surprised Leafy was able to survive that situation.
Subscribe, support, stay positive. You know?
I'm sorry.
There wasn't a line he wouldn't cross for content, until the internet got fed up with his antics, causing him to lose everything he'd built for himself. And
well, it was mainly... Here's the thing. I remember specifically, and we're going to go into this as... I hopefully Internet Anarchist goes into it later in the video. iDubbbz made the content cop on Leafy, and that was like the huge hit. And then Leafy made his response video, which was absolutely fucking terrible. And then iDubbbz made his content deputy. You know what I think? iDubbbz started dating Anissa around the time that the Content Cop on Leafy came out. So this might be like a very crazy conspiracy. I just thought of this now. I wouldn't doubt that iDubbbz probably made that Content Cop for Anissa. Like, you know how much of a lolcow iDubbbz is now. Like, it's actually, like, kind of crazy to think in retrospect. Because he, like, loves Anissa to death, and he's too much of a coward to set boundaries with her. And I think he knew that Anissa was a huge Leafy simp before Anissa even was dating Ian, and so I guess he made that Content Cop on Leafy to, I guess, show off how quote-unquote strong he was for her. I don't know, man. Men be doing strange things to be competing for a woman, I guess.
While he's made several attempts at a comeback since, each one of them has ended in a total disaster. Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we're taking a closer look at the many failed comeback attempts of LeafyIsHere, why his colossal downfall came as no surprise to anyone, how he became famous in the first place, and if he'll ever succeed at regaining and then retaining the audience he once had.
You know, it's interesting. LeafyIsHere is banned from YouTube, and at first I thought it was a bad precedent to set for YouTube. But in hindsight, I kind of get it now. Like, I get why YouTube doesn't want someone like Leafy on their platform. He literally just makes content that has been legit bullying for years. And then he came back on YouTube to upload more and more, and then it just sort of, like, his content kind of just, like, spiraled out of control. And here's another thing. After the whole iDubbbz thing happened, about a month later, after the iDubbbz Content Cop came out on Leafy, there was another YouTuber, a commentary YouTuber at the time named Hey Watch Your Mouth, aka Nick Cash, who I used to watch a lot of. I mean, he's a super edgy guy. I think he's still fairly edgy with his humor, so I kind of just, like, outgrew him. But I used to watch a lot of Nick Cash back in the day. And he actually made Leafy's reputation worse. He made a video called The Real Leafy Is Here, and that got, like, millions of views, and it was a fun video to watch at the time, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I gooned to that slop like fucking there was no tomorrow. But the problem with that video was that it barely showed evidence. There was some evidence here and there, but it wasn't as much evidence as he could have shown in that video. And I think that was a bit... It's a video that wouldn't age well in today's climate, I don't think. But I guess Hey Watch Your Mouth made a ton of bank off that video, so I guess good for him, you know. Respect the grind, I guess.
But if you want to help me retain the audience I have, all you have to do is subscribe, so hit that subscribe button and let's get on with the video. Calvin Lee Vale, better known online as Leafy, started his YouTube journey on October 7th, 2011, when he was just 16 years old. Though,
It always starts with the Minecraft videos. I've been there, Calvin, don't worry. I made Minecraft videos in 2011 on an old YouTube channel that is lost to the, it's gone. You won't be able to find it, but it was certainly a time.
Despite his young age, he was already a hustler looking to earn some cash with his pay-to-win Minecraft server called ParaPvP. He even created his YouTube channel partially to advertise this server, as he often posted videos of himself playing on it. The rest of his channel was filled with Minecraft Let's Plays as well.
Alright, so Aaron, or Alvin, I think it is gonna fight us. Oh my god! R-E-K-T!
He likely wanted to become a gaming YouTuber just like most other new creators at the time. However, despite his efforts, his early Minecraft videos received little to no views. That all changed, however, when another Minecraft YouTuber with over 20,000 subscribers called Static777 liked one of Leafy's videos. This gave Leafy the exposure he needed to earn his first 50 subscribers on the platform. From there, he kept gaining new viewers at a slow but steady pace, allowing him to enter the YouTube Partner Program at 700 subs and eventually reach the 10,000 subscriber milestone by the end of 2012. These views also converted into many new players checking out his Minecraft server, engaging with the pay-to-win mechanics, and ultimately helping Leafy earn over $100,000 in revenue. However, the stress of running a server, the constant infighting with other server owners, and DDoS attacks were too much for him to handle. So, sometime in late 2013, he stepped away from the server and focused almost entirely on his YouTube channel that had over 17,000 subs by this point.
Damn, that's crazy work, you know? Hey, listen, I guess Leafy, it's probably better that Leafy didn't go down that pipeline, because then he would have ended up like a typical Minecraft YouTuber. I'm just kidding. I'm not insinuating that Leafy is a pedophile. And just to be clear, chill out.
His videos talking about the server drama in videos also gave him the idea to branch away from gaming and venture into commentary style content.
Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to be talking about DDoSing.
However, while this new format started off with him just telling different stories from his life, it wasn't long before these videos took a much darker turn. As 2015 rolled around, he transitioned away from gaming and storytelling content completely. Instead, his focus—
Well, I think he still did storytelling content even when he made a shift into like his bullying content. But he wasn't really doing that as much. Obviously, the bigger focus was going to be on like the fucking bullying content that he used to do throughout 2015 and 2016, which pretty much set him on track to become like one of the biggest YouTubers on the platform, or one of the more popular ones on the platform at the time.
Shifted to talking about and making fun of other creators on the internet.
People are gonna judge you no matter what you choose to do.
What the f is that lipstick? Dude, it's so thick, it looks so hard. It looks like a piece of clay. Ugh.
Hey man, Leafy, you know you would want your dick sucked with those lips. I'm just saying, Leafy. Like, you know you would want that, the violet, blue, purple, green, I guess gunk all over that shit. Just not on the head or close to the, urethra.
Like, who would want to kiss that, dude? It looks so fucking thick, it looks like a piece of—
Hey man, if I had a girl and I truly loved the girl and she had those lips, I'd still kiss her. Fuck it, dude. Why not?
Hey.
This became a bigger success than Leafy could have ever imagined. And
I feel like if Leafy existed today, I feel like he'd be fine. Like, in theory, if Leafy was allowed to make content again, which I don't think YouTube would allow someone like that on the platform, but if Leafy, like, streamed on Rumble, which I think he was doing for a while, like, if he streamed on Rumble, if he streamed on, like, other platforms, I feel like he'd be, like, okay. Probably not as relevant. I feel like people wouldn't care about him as much because he's kind of just a rage baiter, but he'd be on like the same tier as like Sneeko, minus the advocating for it's okay for 12-year-olds and 20-year-olds to get married as long as she looks mature for her age, or whatever the fuck Sneeko said.
There's no better indicator of the virality of these videos than his sub count, which went from 100,000 subscribers in August 2015 to over 4.9 million just a year later.
Yeah, no, it's insane how Leafy took off.
Leafy had become a well-known name on YouTube, but unlike many other YouTubers who earned their fame and fortune through hard work and good content, Leafy's rise was built almost entirely on toxicity, bullying, and a tendency to cross the line. The vast majority of his uploads during this time were nothing more than roast sessions of other, often smaller creators.
Yeah, and I feel like it's really interesting. I don't think people talk about how much of a important time Leafy's era was on YouTube in 2016. Like, whether you like or hate the guy, it was certainly a time on YouTube. Like, edgy content was rampant. You had Keemstar, you had Pyrocynical, you had Rice Gum, who was kind of doing the same thing Leafy was doing in a lot of ways, but he did it, like, under a new coat of paint. Like doing it like IRL and stuff, you know, like in a vlogging style rather than a commentary style. And there were probably so many other channels that was trying to do what Leafy did. Like, that was literally the meta in 2016. And then YouTube eventually like changed their rules on their platform, which was probably overall a good thing. And then we got into like the adpocalypse in 2017, which was a really sucky time for a lot of YouTubers. Yeah, I mean, it's really just Leafy's time on YouTube was very, very important, because he set the stage for what commentary videos would be going forward, and he also really set the stage for how YouTube had to change their platform, because if it wasn't going to be Leafy doing this shit, it would have been someone else that would have forced YouTube's hand to change their community guidelines to really enforce, like, the, I guess, bullying type of content, we'll say.
It didn't matter if his target was a young child trying to start on YouTube with Minecraft, just like he did.
Today I'm gonna be showing you one of my favorite Let's Play channels, and let's just fucking play it right now, okay?
Hey guys, it's Super Minecraft Kid here, and I'm gonna be doing some freaking survival games, you freaking... Stop freaking lagging!
Well, the bar has been
Damn, incredible stuff. How do we know that this kid was not, like, trolling or whatever? There was a lot of trolls back in the day. Who knows?
set for videos, guys. This is the new
I think that was peak Minecraft videos. I don't know, man. I feel like that was a pretty good video. Like, I think that kid's gonna grow up and do... you make fun of him now, but they always say, be careful of who you make fun of in middle school or elementary school, because they could grow up to be, like... a great music star. They could be like that Misha kid or whatever. I remember that Misha kid who like made music videos against like Leafy or whatever.
Okay, just like it's almost so bad that it's hilarious. Like the video starts off and you already know it's gonna be a video.
Or a man with autism trying to do good in life.
Oh yeah, this situation was really fucked up. I remember, like, essentially there was like a YouTuber, Tommy NC 2010. He's been on the platform for a little while up until this point, and then like he made one video of him just like being positive. I do get a bit of a red flag from people who are too toxically positive, but it seems like he was like genuinely like a positive guy, and he had autism, so he kind of like struggled with some social cues. And then Leafy made a video on him, and then his audience fucking harassed the shit out of him, and he got bullied off the platform, and then Leafy got into a bit of a controversy because of that. And then he was, like, forced to make his apology video because optically, like, people were shitting on him at the time, and then he wanted to, like, salvage his reputation, which he managed to do with his apology video, but, yeah, what are you gonna do, I guess?
Subscribe, support, stay positive.
Play that one more time, please. Just one more time.
Subscribe, support, stay positive. You know?
I'm sorry.
The laughing is just so performative. Like, I don't think he actually thinks that this is funny. He's obviously playing it up to his toxic audience. Like, in hindsight, like, here's the thing, like, back in the day, like, I remember as, like, a 9th grader in high school, like, thinking, oh my god, Leafy is, like, such a threat. But, I look at it now and I'm like, wow, this guy's kind of a clown. He's, like, actually not that serious. Like, if Leafy existed today on YouTube and he made a video on me, I wouldn't give a singular shit. If anything, I'd look at that and go, oh, hey, that's free publicity. I appreciate it. Like, I wouldn't give a fuck.
Oh my god.
And the worst part is, his audience got...
What the fuck is that scar? What is this image of Leafy? He has like a scar. Did like Negan give him the iron or something?
it all up. He was getting massively rewarded for just turning on his microphone, insulting someone for 10 minutes, and uploading it to YouTube with unrelated gameplay footage and minimal editing. So he kept on posting more and more of these videos, pushing the boundary every time to keep his audience entertained. Like his video on a small YouTuber named Mr. Black Darkness.
Wasn't Mr. Black Darkness like a big troll or something?
66, titled The Saddest Man on YouTube. Leafy somehow came across a video of Vlad, the host of the channel, complaining about his life and proceeded to laugh at every second of it.
It's emo Vladimir Makarov. Incredible.
From Vlad's mention of his poor living conditions.
This is where I live. I live up there, where you can see the grapes. Yeah, I know it's a dump, and I hate it here.
His appearance.
The laughing is so irritating. It's just so utterly performative.
Dude, the eyeshadow with the long dyed hair straightened out, the contacts. It takes this mother probably like 40 minutes to get dressed. And look, don't get me wrong. You can wear whatever you want. You can walk outside with a pancake on your head as a hat. You can do whatever you want. But I'm gonna be real with you, dude. I'm gonna give you the hard truth. You look ridiculous, dude.
To the way
I thought he was gonna say like a slur there or something.
Vlad talked.
Small-minded and discriminating this town really is, okay?
What is this guy talking like a anime character? He's like, I'm gonna show you how shitty this town is. Okay? Alright, let's go. Pikachu, lead the way!
Now, Vlad's whole goth aesthetic could be considered a bit out there, but he didn't deserve getting roasted in front of millions of people on the internet because of it.
Internet anarchist, I'm pretty sure I remember explicitly Mr. Black Darkness being a troll. Like, I don't think Leafy had the context that Mr. Black Darkness was a troll at the time, so it's like Leafy was under the impression it was just a normal day in the office for him, making fun of him as much as he would for anybody. But, like, I'm pretty sure Mr. Black Darkness, regardless, was just, like, trolling in his content, so... Maybe Internet Anarchist will bring it up later in the video. I don't know.
Leafy, however, didn't care one bit about the impact his videos had on the subject, but his victims did. Vlad, for example, saw the video, and the thousands of people calling him all kinds of names in the comments, and had a meltdown on camera. But instead of showing even a semblance of remorse, Leafy doubled down, and saw the response from Vlad as nothing more than content fuel.
Hello, you. I finally decided to make another video.
I'm pretty sure Mr. Black Darkness did like a whole like ritual spell on Leafy. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, that's how like far he was willing to go to troll Leafy in his video. And then Keemstar had both of them on. It was like some of the most performative drama like ever.
Well, what the f is this shit, dude? I was about to welcome you back, then you call everybody an asshole? Jesus Christ, right off the start he's being edgy and... What is that chest hair, by the way? Like, I get it that this is like one of those videos where it's like, distress just barely happened, but like, why don't you just button up your shirt? I'm just saying.
This back and forth continued for a few more videos, including Vlad performing a satanic ritual to curse Leafy.
Today, I'm going to show you one of my dark rituals.
Before the
You gotta admit, that's a little bit hysterical, where he's like, I'm gonna show you one of my dark rituals. Like, back in the day, I'm sure people, like myself, and I think I remember as a kid thinking, like, oh my god, I feel bad, this guy's getting harassed by Leafy. And, like, I wasn't a big fan of Leafy, but, like, he's the shit, you know? It's the content he makes. You gotta conform to Leafy, right? That's who he is. But, like, nowadays, I just look at this and go, like, this shit is so unserious.
two made up on Keemstar's drama alert.
I'm sorry, Mr. Black Darkness 666.
So, Mr. Darkness, do you still want him to die?
No, I guess not.
The thing is, despite Vlad getting genuinely distressed by the harassment he'd received thanks to Leafy's video, his downright ridiculous actions, like the satanic ritual, overshadowed any backlash Leafy might have received from this whole fiasco. Instead, this became—
Yeah, because Mr. Black Darkness was trolling. I feel like Internet Anarchist, did he, like, mention that part? I'm, like, I could have sworn Mr. Black Darkness was trolling. Like, maybe Internet Anarchist just, I guess, didn't find that part? I don't know, man. That's, like, a very important detail, I guess, that he just didn't go over, but alright. It doesn't really matter, the drama's kind of old.
Became nothing more than entertaining YouTube drama to the viewers and ultimately taught Leafy nothing. Something that became apparent from the video he posted about one of his next targets named Tommy NC 2010.
Yeah, this situation was, like, really sad and fucked up.
So, you know, every day you're walking around and you're doing, you see the strangest things.
Holy dude, I always see the strangest things too. I completely agree with that. But one of the strange things that I haven't seen yet is a grown man with a fedora on about to vlog himself and someone else in the middle of a parking lot. Because holy, that would be awesome. But hey, you never know, man. Maybe I'll see it someday, right?
He found a video of Tommy helping someone at the grocery store and then vlogging about it on YouTube.
Bro, this looks nothing like Tommy C. Are these, like, AI generated Internet Anarchists? I get the feeling he's, like, using a little bit of AI to, like, make some of these.
And saw it as prime material for his, as he puts it, satire videos.
How does saving someone's eggs in the middle of a Walmart parking lot turn into, let me record you for my YouTube channel so everyone can see how good of a person I am? How does that, where does it escalate to that? Because again, there's nothing wrong with this fedora wearing motherfucker saving someone's eggs. Good for you. You're a great guy, okay? Good job. Here's your star. But why does he have to record it?
What Leafy failed to understand, or knowing him purposefully ignored, was that Tommy was on the autism spectrum. These videos were his way of spreading a positive message of doing good in life and helping others as much as one could. Leafy—
Yeah, I mean, it was a generally, like, that's, like, kind of like his worldview, and that's generally how he saw the world around him, and that was his way of coping, and I guess Leafy just decided to shit on it because he just doesn't give a fuck. You know, I don't even think when Leafy put his apology out, I don't even think he meant it, but people like just saw past it because they thought, oh wow, he apologized, okay, back to making content, same old song and dance, until somebody was big enough to finally bully Leafy into his decline.
His video on him, however, drowned all of that goodwill with hate and toxicity, causing him to break down on camera.
A difficult time right now because some people are threatening my life. Threatening my family.
That's fucking terrible. Yeah, I mean, it shows how toxic Leafy's audience was.
And all I wanted to do was inspire people. Some Leafy guy or Team Star people are threatening me. And all I wanted to do was inspire. That's all.
Now, there were still some fanboys who defended Leafy through all of this, like this one comment stating, "Leafy is here does say in the description that those videos are for entertainment, nothing else." As
Yeah, but people, that doesn't change the fact that people were still going to Tommy C's channel and like literally sending him death threats and sending saying that his family should also die as well. It's very disgusting.
if that gave him a free license to say and do whatever he wanted. These videos weren't satirical or anything of that nature. Leafy was just bullying and punching down on smaller creators for the express purpose of getting as many views as possible. Fortunately, many, even among his own audience, were understandably upset over his video on Tommy, forcing him to apologize.
I'm not gonna sit here and try to redirect the blame, I'm not gonna sit here and make excuses, and I'm willing to admit that I am in the wrong here.
But even then, most of his apology was
I mean, it was performative as fuck.
just excuses about not knowing Tommy was autistic, completely missing the point that unleashing millions of fans on a small creator was the real issue, regardless of his condition. However, while this controversy didn't put much of a dent in Leafy's YouTube career at the time, it certainly marked the beginning of his eventual downfall. Up until this point, Leafy saw himself as the top dog of YouTube, someone who
He was, though. Like, when you really think about it, Leafy was the top dog in 2016. It was a very weird time on YouTube. It's very interesting. If I ever have a conversation with Papa Gut, I feel like this would be like a very interesting conversation to talk about. Hopefully, I hope he does Discord calls again. I feel like this would be like nice to talk about.
who could make fun of others all he wanted without any consequences. After all, he'd gained tens of millions of viewers and over 4.8 million subscribers in just a single year by doing exactly that. But what he didn't realize was that his reputation was about to be destroyed beyond repair. All from a single video by another YouTuber known for roasting others.
Yeah, iDubbbz. In retrospect, I really do think that iDubbbz did it for Anissa. And, like, we just didn't see it until many, many years later.
On the 12th of September 2016, iDubbbz dropped a nearly 20-minute long content cop on Leafy.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Content Cop. As you can probably tell, I can hardly contain myself right now, because today is the day we get to bully Leafy.
To put it
What the fuck happened to iDubbbz, man? It's like, I remember this video very well, and the difference between iDubbbz's old content and iDubbbz's new content was like night and day. There is such a huge difference. Ever since he got with Anissa, he has just gone downward and downward and downward into like a rabbit hole. And then he just became such a husk of a human being, and now he's such a lol cow. Like, you would never think iDubbbz would evolve into that. And, like, listen, you want to stop being edgy, like, that's fine, you know? Like, he wanted to stop being edgy, but now he's just a husk of a human being that overcorrected, that's just constantly looking for people to overvalidate him online.
simply, this gave Leafy a taste of his own medicine, as the first thing Ian did in his video was roast his appearance, specifically his weak chin, just like he'd been doing to many others before.
Yeah, I mean, in a weird way, the content cop on Leafy, I actually still think the content cop on Leafy was fairly good because it was a taste of his own medicine.
I think my only stipulation with the bullying is that you also have to not be a... You see, because if you're hiding your putrid, malformed chin behind your hand, your sleeve, or your microphone, you're showing people that you are extremely self-conscious. You're showing people that you're... And that takes a lot of the oomph out of your bullying.
Before getting into the many contradictions and hypocritical behaviors of Leafy, like how he always prefaced his insults with enough padding to avoid any backlash.
Driving a car with the Minecraft logo in the corner, his teeth. Nah, f that. I'm not gonna be talking about the kid
It's
today.
very interesting, he never brought up Misha, who was like, oh, so this is a fucking funny-ass frame that I just paused on, but, like, he never talked about Misha, the kid who was making a song roasting Rice Gum, and then Leafy, and Pyrocynical, and then Keemstar, he, like, made that song.
I'm not gonna be talking about the kid today after showing a picture of his f***ed up snaggletooth to my millions of followers. A zoomed in picture of his f***ed up snaggletooth. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be talking about the kid today.
And how often he tried to act dumb so he could feign ignorance if anyone caught him out on it.
Yo, is this person...
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he said the R slur there.
Yo, is this person...
Yes, she's
That's crazy.
Is that the answer?
God, 2016 was like, man, I keep saying it, but 2016 was a hell of a time to be on YouTube.
Who you're looking for? She's Oh no, I guess I'm the one who looks like an asshole here. Because you were just asking the question. I had to answer it for you. You got me good, Leafster.
Ian then moved on to tearing apart Leafy's response to his content cop on Keemstar, proving that nothing mattered more to Leafy than the views on his videos. You see, Leafy and Keemstar used to be close friends, and were often seen hanging out with each other on social media. But then, in May of 2016, Ian released a content cop on Keemstar, resulting in him getting roasted by every corner of the internet. And instead of standing by his longtime friend, Leafy saw the trend and immediately changed his tone to where Keemstar had always been an awful person to him, which is what Ian called him out for.
Yeah, the Leafy and Keemstar drama was huge. I think Keemstar opened up about how that was like, because Keemstar's been around on the internet since like 2009, I think. 2009. Keemstar's been around for a really long time. Keemstar says out of his entire internet career, the Leafy drama was like the thing that made him almost quit YouTube. But I guess Keemstar stuck thick and thin. Eventually Leafy fell down, and then Keemstar pretty much had his career revived, and he was able to exist since.
Or in his video.
Keemstar's been talking me and one of my good friends, Grade A Under A, who's also a YouTuber, straight up to multiple different people, and on top of that, behind our backs.
So the funny thing about this is that LeafyIsHere did this decision. No, like he was going to make this decision to make the video on Keemstar, this hit piece on Keemstar regardless. Like it doesn't matter whether or not Keem was or wasn't shit talking or doing it in passing. LeafyIsHere always intended this as a business decision, and you see Hey Watch Your Mouth go over that in his video. I don't know if he goes into Hey Watch Your Mouth's video. I don't think he does, actually. Wow. He actually didn't go into Hey Watch Your Mouth's video whatsoever in this video. Because that's such important context that I feel like Internet Anarchists should have included in this video. It's like iDubbbz was definitely the huge dent that Leafy got in his career, but Hey Watch Your Mouth a month later uploaded his hit piece that's completely unrelated to the iDubbbz video. And that made Leafy's reputation much worse. I feel like that was like the final nail in the coffin for Leafy to stop making content for several years to come after that.
Holy sh! Behind your backs? Wow! Man, you can read people really well, Leafy. How did you even become friends with him in the first place? There were no videos of him online being a psychopath at that time. That's all a new thing. Wow, you guys must be great judges of character if you were surprised by Keemstar going behind your back.
And he covered all of this in less than 6 minutes of the 20-minute long content cop. And Ian carried that same energy through the rest of the video as well, at one point going as far as printing out posters of Leafy's weak chin and roasting him around town.
Yeah, iDubbbz's content. You'll never see iDubbbz content like this anymore. His content is like uber soulless now. It's nowhere even close to this.
I'm giving away some prizes over here. All it takes is hiding a chin.
However, what made all of Ian's roasts and callouts sting a lot more was the fact that his video ended up getting over 14 million views by the end of December, exposing Leafy in front of a much bigger portion of the internet. Leafy was now facing backlash from two opposing sides. First, from those who hated him for farming smaller creators and kids for content. That was understandable. But even the people fine with that part of his content turned on him, since to them, he now seemed like a complete coward who acted tough but couldn't stand behind his own opinions.
Pretty much, and not only that, Hey Watch Your Mouth made the video that showed how much, I guess, the payment or whatever. We'd have to watch Hey Watch Your Mouth's original video eventually. Maybe I'll do that. No, actually, I'm not going to do that. But Hey Watch Your Mouth's video goes into it, and that also pretty much put a dent in Leafy's career. I would say Hey Watch Your Mouth's video didn't really age super well for today's standards. I don't feel like it's a video that would do super well in today's climate, but I mean, that did play a role in Leafy's downfall as well.
To make matters worse for Leafy, YouTube also started becoming a lot more strict with its harassment policy around this time, and many of his older videos were getting deleted because of it. There was a good chance that he'd get banned if he continued making the same content. While he tried to keep things going for another year, the mounting pressure from YouTube combined with the backlash from iDubbbz's content cop forced him to disappear from the internet in December of 2017. Now, many assumed that this was the end of Leafy, that he'd retired from YouTube for good and would never come back, when in reality, he was just waiting for the right moment to attempt a comeback. And this moment was given to him on a silver platter in March of 2020, when—
Oh yeah, iDubbbz with the OnlyFans drama. This drama was so overblown. I looked at this drama at the time, and even though I do agree that Ian probably shouldn't have made a response video to it, it's like one of the most overblown things ever. Like what? Anissa started an OnlyFans and people had a problem with it, I guess? Oh. Okay, cool, I guess. I'm sure there's plenty of people who are dating someone in the world who's like an OnlyFans model, but then they have like a significant other in the world. Like, I'm sure Ian's not the only one who's like that.
iDubbbz posted a video defending his girlfriend's new OF account. This video was received extremely poorly by a large portion of his audience, giving Leafy the perfect opportunity to swoop in with a video on the man responsible for his downfall.
My girlfriend started an OnlyFans account, which is a website where you can upload amateur anything from double penetration all the way over to lewd cosplay and everything in between. And I think all of it is cool. Yeah, I know.
Dude, you're a cuck.
This 130-second video kickstarted his comeback and allowed him to return like he never went away. He also used this opportunity to attack Ethan, as he had spoken out against Leafy in the past as well.
Oh god, Leafy is a fucking H3 snarker before H3 snark was a thing. Man, to be fair, Ethan kind of took a lot of L's during this time. Like, he had a lot of really L takes before. Like, he was very unlikable at this time. But, I don't know, like, he got a little bit better, and, like, obviously Ethan is a bit of a petty bitch. And obviously he's objectively in the right with the, like, false, CPS calls that he got where people were making up lies saying that his kids rolled around in dog shit and the dog was shitting everywhere in the house. It's just, like, making up lies, and all of Hassan's orbiters were co-signing it.
People saying, oh, Leafy, come back. I would love to see Leafy come back and try to exist in the landscape today. You can't even curse, bro.
You're a fat, disgusting piece of shit.
His new content was also far more mature than before, mainly because he now focused exclusively on creators closer to his own size, eliminating one of the biggest criticisms of him constantly punching down on smaller creators. Things were looking up for Leafy and his remaining fans, but before he could regain his footing, he picked a fight with the wrong person and ended up paying dearly for it. You see, not long after his return, Leafy found his next target, Pokimane.
Yeah, the Pokimane drama. I feel like if Pokimane just admitted she was wrong, like, the whole drama where Pokimane literally says that, like, no one should sponsor It's a Gundam's video because It's a Gundam made, like, a satirical video on her and her simps or whatever. And then, like, she's like, no one should sponsor this video, and then, yeah, that's, she absolutely deserved criticism for that. And then she blocked me on Twitter. That's true, by the way. I'm not lying about that. I tweeted a video of her saying that, and it got like 4K likes, and then she fucking blocked me on my old Dr. Evil Bad Rex account. It's tough. Sad times. One of Twitch's biggest creators blocked me on Twitter. It's a very sad time.
In total, he uploaded about 10 videos on Poki going over everything. From the more reasonable takes like calling her out for silencing her critics by abusing the copyright system.
People have made videos about her and she's copyright strike them, the list goes on and on. If you make a video that is negative about her, she's gonna try to gun you. And I'm not the one saying that, that's her.
And I had spoken to my MCN and I was like, is this something that I can take down? Because like, I was getting a lot of annoying from it at the time.
To talking about her rumored secret boyfriend.
This part is just for you.
Oh yeah, also, she had drama with Boblax where she like false copyright claimed a Boblax video, and then that was a whole thing, and then Boblax pretty much kissed her ass, and then it was like an entire thing, and then It's a Gundam happened, and then like the cookie drama happened. Like Pokimane was getting into controversy. The thing about Pokimane is like she always just like responds to drama in a very provocative way that winds up making it worse for herself. And I think maybe she learned from that and she doesn't like respond. She chooses not to respond to drama anymore like that. And I guess that's probably for the better, because oftentimes she would just make it worse for herself. But like every time she talks, I feel like she's just like a very performative person in general anyway, so.
You guys, you tier 3 subs, she has a boyfriend. Let me say that one more time. Dude, she has a boyfriend and you're pathetic.
However, just when he thought he'd found
She might, I don't know. If she did, I mean, I guess good for the guy, I don't know.
his next cash cow, someone he could milk for content for years to come, he got deleted off the face of the internet. A month after he started posting videos on Pokey, YouTube permanently terminated his channel on the 21st of August. The reason they gave for this was his repeated violation of their harassment and bullying policies. This sudden termination came out of nowhere, since he didn't receive any strikes or warnings from YouTube prior to this point. As a comment eloquently puts it, Leafy was driving at top speed, and instead of slowing him down, they straight up put a brick wall in front of his car. The whole thing was fairly bizarre, and left other creators like Charlie questioning everything.
Yeah, it was kind of a big thing at the time. It was a little bit scary as well, because any creator could just be deleted off the internet, like, just like that. Right, it was a very scary thing at the time because like no one knew like their content could be next to. But in hindsight, Leafy is Here was just a huge fucking rage baiter, and I feel like I'm less inclined to believe that. I feel like YouTube specifically knew how much of a problem Leafy was for a while. So as scary as it was at the time, like in hindsight, it's probably not that bad.
First of all, I don't think any content creators should be celebrating Leafy's channel termination. Even if you absolutely hate Leafy, hate everything about him, have wet dreams where he's being sent away to jail for life in an isolation chamber, you still shouldn't be happy that he got banned this way, because to my understanding, he had 0 strikes on his account before it was completely just fucking eradicated from existence. And if it can happen to a 5 million subscriber channel, it can happen to any channel.
Now, when this happened, many put the blame on Pokey, and understandably so.
Yeah, but like Pokimane wasn't responsible for it. It's just like Leafy's always been making content that was geared towards bullying for a while.
Pokey, however, completely denied any involvement, in a tweet reading, "I know I'm going to get asked this, so I'd like to clarify, I had nothing to do with Leafy's ban." Some people were certainly skeptical of her denial, but here's the thing, it's quite possible that she was telling the truth. Think of it this way, YouTube was already gearing up to shut down Leafy back in late 2016 and early 2017. However, he then disappeared from the platform, dodging the ban for a few years. And when he returned, he immediately started going viral with videos attacking other creators, drawing attention to himself and finally receiving the ban he would have gotten years earlier. Put simply, his termination on YouTube was a long time coming. Leafy tried to keep the momentum going by shifting to Twitch and continuing his content there to moderate success.
Didn't he get banned off Twitch as well, and so he like switched to Rumble, and Rumble is like a fucking mess. That's like Rumble is basically kick streamer energy all there.
Unfortunately for him, Twitch moderation didn't want him on their platform either, and permabanned him for hateful conduct on September 11th of the same year. Then, in December, all of his backup channels were deleted from YouTube, and shortly after that, he was booted from Twitter as well, leaving no place on the internet.
And this was before Elon Musk took over. I think Elon Musk unbanned him later off of Twitter once his management came in.
He could call home. These terminations also had far-reaching consequences into the real world, as after getting banned, Leafy reportedly became an alcoholic and an addict.
I talk to Leafy like 3 times a month. Yeah. And 2 of those times, he's cracked out of his fucking mind. You know, my boy be doing like drugs, alcohol, like every day, dude.
But despite his life falling apart in real time, Leafy wasn't done trying to make a comeback after his Twitch ban. He tried everything, from giving relatively unknown platforms like Storyfire a shot.
Yeah, Storyfire was the platform that McJuggernuggets tried to make to compete with YouTube, but then it wasn't sustainable and then it got shut down.
To returning to YouTube under the excuse that a new channel called Leafy was actually owned by a corporation and that he was just a hired talent. YouTube, however, saw through this weak disguise and terminated the channel less than 2 weeks after its creation. The only comeback attempt that didn't fail immediately was him streaming on Rumble, which had much less restrictive policies than Twitch. He joined the platform around April 2023 and even managed to amass over 40,000 followers. But Leafy being Leafy, he only lasted about 6 months on that platform before getting banned for his many anti-LGBT remarks where he referred to himself as a quote Hitler of transgenders.
That's fucking crazy. I mean, like I said, Leafy just says a bunch of provocative shit for attention. I really don't feel sorry that he got banned. Like, back then, it was scary that YouTube could just terminate someone without any strikes, but, like, I get it now. It's like fucking... He's an edgelord. He's always been an edgelord. That's always who Leafy was. He's pathetic. He's a pathetic, like, weak human. Like, that's, like, all he has ever been. And if you have to get banned from Rumble or Kick of all places, that means you know you fucked up. Because they are pretty damn lenient when it comes to their rules.
It was also doing things like defending EDP of all people.
Is EDP actually dead? That dude is fucking innocent. I'm sick of this, but okay. He's obviously just rage baiting. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, he's rage baiting.
Which didn't help his case either. His latest comeback attempt was on Twitter, when one of his accounts on the platform got unbanned, something Leafy announced by
and he says the N-word. Great. Cool.
Tweeting, N-word we back. As is expected by this point, he was banned from Twitter once again shortly after his return, likely due to his unhinged posts. The last trace of him online was on his only remaining account on Instagram, where he posted something about getting a girl pregnant in January of this year, and he has stayed completely absent ever since. Leafy had one of the easiest jobs in the world. All he had to do was talk into his mic for 10 minutes whenever he had something interesting to say, play a random game for the same amount of time, and earn thousands of dollars from millions of views on the resulting video. Despite this, he somehow managed to fumble it all, and he has no one but himself to blame for his catastrophic downfall. Even when given a second, third, or fourth chance, he could have evolved his content beyond harassment and into something truly productive, but he stayed stubborn in his old ways and now has nothing left on the internet.
I mean, he was doing it during a time when it was just okay to be edgy on YouTube, and like that there was hardly any regulations for this kind of content on YouTube. And it like content creation, even back then and now, there's one thing that hasn't changed about content creation, and that's the fact that content creation is one of the easiest fucking jobs any person can have online. It is so accessible, even now. All you have to do is get short form content out. And a big part of content creation is, I would say, a lot of it is just luck. Sometimes your videos hit the algorithm, or sometimes you could be trying to hit the algorithm for a year or 2 years or whatever. Another big thing is obviously networking, right? That is another thing if you want to be successful, mainly on Twitch. That's more of a thing of Twitch. But if you're on YouTube, networking is not something you have to worry about as much. But yeah, no, like content creation is like such an easy job, and like pretty much almost anyone can do it as long as they're lucky enough to be put in that position.
Even the viewers who were once waiting for his return have all moved on, which begs the question, will he ever make a comeback? Given his track record so far, most probably. But will he succeed at this comeback? Unlikely, since none of the major platforms want anything to do with him. Maybe he can give Kick a try, but Leafy being Leafy, he'll likely get banned from there as well.
I feel like Kick is a lot less restricted, but if he got banned off Rumble, I doubt that. Maybe Kick doesn't want anything to do with him either, so, yeah. Getting banned off Rumble is crazy work, though. That's, like, not an easy thing to do.
Just like Tix and Roses, who won't be returning to the internet anytime soon. Click the video on screen to find out more.
Alright. You know, aside from some missing information, because I lived through the era of Leafy back in the day, so I can vouch for that. Aside from some missing information, I thought for the most part it was a pretty good video. Yeah, good stuff.